Welcome to part 2 of my resin river table build. As you can see, the glue's dried. I've screwed down the pieces of redwood to the backing board, and now I'm going to start roughing in the seam of the tables. What I'll be doing is just got an offcut of plywood there. I'm just going to trim it to suit to inset into this piece here. This piece I'm going to leave as it is for now, and yeah. So anyway, let's get into making the seam. This piece of plywood here, just got to trim it and get it to fit basically something like that. And because I don't have my preferred workshop all set up, my bandsaw is sitting over there away in the corner, I do have a little scroll saw that I can use to cut this piece here. And here we have the roughed in piece for part of the seam. Glued and brad nailed it down so it's not going anywhere. Next step is to start filling in the seam. I've started setting out the seam for my two tables. A bit of adhesive roadway from a model shop, dual lane that one. This one I've had to cut down from a dual lane to a single lane. It's not exactly straight, but I don't think any real road builders would actually complain about that. That's pretty straight as far as I'm concerned. Next step is infilling all the gaps here, which I'll be using some more modelling material. My next step is I'm going to start laying down some modelling ballast. This is what I'm using here, just from a railway modelling shop, just to give a bit of a gravel effect. The bloke at the shop recommended that I mix PVA glue and water, 60% water to 40% PVA glue, and spray it on. But seeing that I want the ballast in a particular area, I'm just going to brush it on. Here's the mix here. So now what I'll do is I'll start brushing on the glue and then start sprinkling the ballast. There we go. I've given it a good coating of the ballast material, so hopefully the glue will dry and most of it will stick. If not, I'll just go over it again and give it another coat. Well, here you have the finished part of setting out the scene. Got the roadway, ballast, couple of rocks, and some smaller stones. This part here is I'm going to try and make it look like a river, and this one here is just a basic road scene. The resins I'll be using is this one for the initial riverbed and coating of the timber, because the timber is quite porous. This is the best resin to cover timber, and the bulk of the resin will be this one. I picked them up from a resin and casting shop. Pretty much find them on Google. Just Google casting supplies and you'll find a shop that has this sort of stuff. I'll be adding a pigment to the river part. It's a greeny colour. I couldn't get the exact colour that I wanted, but I'll try and get it as close as I can using the pigment. So what I'll do now is I'll start mixing up the resin for the pigment for the river and see how we go.